Hey y'all, Happy New Year. My astrology app keeps telling me that 2026 is for big dreams and bigger follow through. And who am I to argue with the app that can read the stars? With that in mind, I spent the last couple weeks trying to figure out what exactly those dreams are. So here's what the stars, or at least the many lists that I made, have revealed to me. What they revealed to me is that I am drowning in the ocean that is modern content creation. And while I'm desperate to share and consume other people's crafts, projects, videos, it's too much. And I'm not sure how anyone else is doing it. I started this channel late in 2020, inspired mostly by the big surge in a lot of creatives jumping on the bandwagon of costume creative YouTubers that had suddenly found large audiences. Many new channels were formed. Most of them either wanted to be a Rachel Maxey or a Bernadette Banner. Sadly, a lot of the people who created channels during that time are no longer making videos. Despite knowing the odds, I do want to prioritize YouTube and shed that extra manic creation that is just it's a very dangerous standard. Let's talk about goals and hopefully what you can expect from me on this channel. With prioritizing YouTube, that means I'm gonna focus on just creating videos for you. I would like to make at least one sewing video or sewing vlog a month, sharing my projects that I'm working on. Now that is within my normal range. I tend to make 1 to 2 projects a month, but I've been really bad about sharing them with you, so I would like to change that. Something I don't typically do that I would like to add on to that is to try to put out at least 1 video essay a month. Putting myself out there is harder than I imagined. So I would like to push myself. I would kind of like to lean into costuming and sewing focused on different media types and, maybe discuss some of our favorite movies. I find that I have very different opinions on costumes than the standard snark blog. I always go and look for certain costumes or certain things, and I find that they are being ripped apart by people, and not typically for valid reasons. So I'd love to maybe shine a different light on these things, maybe pull them out from the depths of hated costume world. And lastly, I don't know if I will actually do this. I would like to try to make small little fun videos about different how-tos and guides that I find in vintage or historic texts. This one might just be based off of what I find while I'm researching, or I might start looking for them just to do, and then they would give me small projects to do so I don't have to waste, or I can repurpose small fabrics that I have and just have fun with it. This isn't a fully fleshed out idea yet, so I'm not really sure if that's something that I'll do, but I'm gonna throw it on this list just in case I can do it. I am wary to set any more goals for myself than that, as doing that alone will be really challenging for me, but I would love to see what can be done on this channel when I feel inspired. I think that's enough chatting for right now, but since I hopefully still have your attention, I would love to share my current sewing project with you. This weekend, my friends are celebrating their recent marriage, and since I am a perpetually overdressed friend, I have decided that I have to have something to wear to their event, and I think my friend can appreciate this because she is also perpetually overdressed, and we love that about each other. This friend and I have pretty big gothic movie costumes planned for this year, but since we're not jumping into them right away, I figured what better ways to dip my toes in than a mini gothic movie outfit for her reception. Since we went to see Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein in theaters together, I wanted to make something inspired by that. And what better costume for a wedding than Elizabeth's wedding dress? Now don't worry, I'm not making a wedding dress and I'm not making anything white for her reception. Since I have no real intentions of making this costume, I think it will be a fun one to make something inspired by it that I can have in my wardrobe and I can pull out anytime, and I can say, hey, this is inspired by this, but I don't have to recreate it totally. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make a simple corset with the ribbon design on the bodice to wear with what I already have in my closet. You'll probably hear me complain about this a lot, but I did not hoard fabric before the loss of my dear Joanne. I'm so sorry. I probably will say that all the time because I used to go and visit her every Sunday. She was my third space. I am just not the type of person to pre-purchase a lot of fabric and have it on hand because I don't work like that, which means I have to drive over an hour and a half to get to our local remaining fabric store. But lucky for me, they were having a 40% off sale on their fabric for the new year, and I found exactly what I was looking for when I went. I purchased this basic red twill for the corset base and this two-tone red silk fabric. It's hard to see in this video, but it's shot with red and green, and the colors give a rich shadow that I just adore. I then pulled Butterick 4254 out of my stash and chose Corset B. While Elizabeth's gown fully laces in the back and then the corset laces on top of that, I cannot spend that much time getting into this corset and would like to keep the closures in the front. I'm just gonna jump right into cutting out this pattern. I have never made this corset before, so I don't really know what alterations need to be made. The last corset I made needed to be shortened in the waist a little bit. I'm essentially making a wearable mock-up if this turns out. I'm not being completely true to the instructed boning of this corset because I'm going to be wearing it very casually and I'm going to see what I can get away with. The fit of this corset is actually pretty good for right out of the package. I could make a few alterations to the length. Really, for me, that's about it. Now I have to make a panel that goes over the corset. Gosh, this fabric is so pretty. Essentially for this, I'm gonna create two little panels that will sit at the front of the corset, and then I'm gonna have ribbons that come out from that. Originally, I was thinking I was just gonna tack them down onto the corset, but I found that when I did it, I was getting weird pulling, like there was too much going on. So I decided that I was gonna create a faux corset back, and then I could just tack that on and the ribbons could move freely as I needed to move. Tomorrow is the event, and luckily I got everything done with time to spare. Let me show you the corset. I am super proud of this one, and I think it's just really gorgeous. I do tonight have to go get some black ribbon because the whole rest of my outfit is black. This part of it is simply tacked down in case I want to do anything different with it later. But I'm really pleased with it. The only thing that I think in future, if I'm gonna build a corset and then have additional things on top of it, is I want to fully finish the base corset and then actually build on top of it. But I know. Stop talking and show us what it looks like. So